Thank you. Commissioner Gerard.
Yeah, just to go back to the housing issue again, I just wanted to point out that it's discouraging to hear people talk about affordable housing like it's not something we need and like it's a frivolous sort of thing that we do. We have an awful lot of disabled and elderly people, in addition to young families with children. I have a personal friend who gets $800 a month in disability. I mean, go figure out how to pay an average rent of $1,700 even for a one-bedroom house. Our housing prices in this county are growing faster than any place else in the country. And there's no stopping. It just keeps going up. So, I mean, I don't know what we can do about that. I did want to ask about, we've had some people say that they made application for apartments and then the rent changes before they even can put in a deposit, and I'm wondering if there's some kind of rule against that. It almost seems like that would be a discrimination issue, and if our Office of Human Rights is looking at or is getting complaints like that, because it's pretty astounding what's going on out there, and people whose rent is being raised $800, $1,000 a month, and people getting evicted because they can't pay the higher.
15 days.
Huh?
In 15 days.
That's for month-to-month
Come on.
leases.
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah, but even so.
There's some real greed going on out there, and if there's anything we can do, I don't know, but we can keep working on the housing issue, so we will.
Is that a conversation you want to have with our consumer protection folks? If there's
maybe, and human rights. I'm not sure where it lands, actually.
Pretty sure the human rights, unless there is outright discrimination, that there's no way that they can pursue anything. I mean, if they had grounds for any discriminatory thing, they would pursue it. But
Well, if they had a complaint, yeah.
I think we're kind of bound by federal laws on that.
just as
But
far
I
as
agree with
advertising-
you. I
That's
mean,
what
I
I'm
want to
wondering
look at
about,
it from
if we wanna
consumer.
look and see.
I'd also be curious, because noting that the city of St. Pete was looking at some emergency restrictions, I didn't know whether, it's like price gouging, whether there's something that comes into play that we could look at.
Well, certainly
Looking
price
towards
gouging. I
the-
don't know if under, apartment housing, that price gouging falls under there.
Yeah.
My understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the state has preempted local governments from any type of rent control.
Of course they have.
And so, but I know the city of St. Pete has tried to find ways around, but I don't think they've been successful yet. But yeah, we're seeing it. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't know someone who,
All right.
including sweet little lady who has been paying $900 a month for 20 years, and now it's $1,800 a month. Those kind of, we're seeing those throughout the community.
And she probably gets $1,500 a month in Social Security.
And what did that gentleman say that was talking to us about Osmar? Did he say $2,700 a month for a one-bedroom?
Yeah.
$2,700?
Two bedroom. But still, yeah.
I mean, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I've been looking at rents. I haven't found anything that high. Actually, the rents locally, I've been looking to bring my brother down here, and the rents have come down anywhere from $300 to $500-$600.
Where?
All of the west side, because I've been looking to bring him down, and when I started before Christmas, everything was over $2,000 for a one bedroom, and now it's down to $1,500, $1,600. So there's been a drop. I keep hearing everyone talking about it going up, but I'm looking every single week, and it's dropped. Now, I don't think it's going to go down below that 16, but it's come down. It's come down significant numbers for the same places that I've been looking at since prior to Christmas to now. So I'm not seeing 2,700 anywhere unless you're renting a house. It's 3
We
bedrooms.
just
but
talked about it this morning in our
yeah,
meeting.
well, I'm looking on Zillow every single week, pretty much every day, and I'm not finding those kind of numbers, and they've come down.
Well, I met with somebody the other day. We were sitting across the street from Carillon, and there's a new apartment complex down there that's huge that they built. And those rents, I haven't called and asked, but over 4,000 a month.
Holy mackerel.
Again, I just find it, I mean, I'm not saying it was for 2 or 3 bedroom, I don't really know, but they're there as well. I know that to the issues that we're talking about, they've gone from 1-year leases to 7-month leases, and by doing that, it chases some folks that get that assistance, that help.
Exactly.
Out of that,
'Cause they have to have
they
a
can't,
year.
because they only take year, they only
Yeah.
will get the help for year leases, and they've changed to set. So there's a lot of problems out there and challenges. for our
Shenanigans.
residents.
I call them shenanigans.
Well, we keep recruiting businesses to come here, but we won't have any bodies to work those businesses because it gets to be it's not financially feasible for you to live, a good 2 hours away to drive in when you start looking at how much you're paying for gas to even get to the job, even though the job may be paying well. So it's a bigger, broader conversation. And I think everybody here is willing to have the conversation and look at whatever creative ways we can come up with. Because there was another family, they got a mobile home, not a mobile home, I'm sorry, when you're driving,
RV.
a RV, and they're living out of their RV because, they can anchor it somewhere and then they can pull up and move. So it's sad. It's just really sad.